weird drafts have kind of come back to bite them in a lot of situations.
So this time round, slightly less weird draft, slightly easier to understand and synergize in terms of playstyle. Alyoya looking for the engage. It's Helisang that flashes, finds the stun, the follow-up from the resonating strike, and first blood to Kazi. Beautifully done, and exactly what Helisang is known for.
And that's exactly what we wanted to see from Alyoya as well. We were saying, hey, look, play around Hilly, the CC is going to be fantastic. They turn it on to Trimby, make sure they're prioritizing that squishy Soraka. Now Marang will just sit here to make sure the comp can't pick up this wave, but he's too late to the party.
I mean, really, really nice follow-up. Alyoya holding on to that Lee Sin Q to be able to chase down and help secure. In terms of Summoner spells blown, 1, 2, 3 on the side of Mad Lions, only Ghost available for Kazi. Comp didn't use anything there as Shigenda is now trying to get some damage onto Chasey. Reminder that his performance on Jace set the all-time Jace record. He's going to be asked to step up here, but follow this, just great play.
Yeah, I mean, flash forward, Hilly doesn't even need to have vision there, just throws out the W, gets the automatic CC, and Alyoya having so much damage early as this Lee Sin, the extra buffs that he got coming into this patch, just making him so strong in that jungle.
I mean, do you like Soraka backing up the Draven in terms of the lane? Obviously, I think it'll dampen his ability to snowball and accelerate, but when I do think about team fights with the Sylas, with the Sejuani, I can see the value there.
Yeah, I think it's, hey, we're going to sacrifice this lane a little bit too, as you say, play for those team fights. Personally, I would have preferred something like a Leona or something you can actually play that all-in kill lane, especially when you're playing against an Annie. And he does tend to max shield in the support role, but she's still relatively squishy, especially if you can CC her up. So I think that would have been your target. But if Trimby's going to go towards this, it's a case of, okay, well, Malrang and Larson have to be our front line. They're not exactly the strongest of front lines, especially in comparison to something like that K'Sante in the top side. So having that bit of an extra health rollover is going to be so important for these fights.
I do think Trimby could have a significant impact with that Wish when you think about Talia's Weaver's Wall, when you think of the burst damage that can come out from the execute from Lee Sin, as well as that burst from Annie eventually, obviously in the support role. And Malrang will be making his move into the top lane. I think Chasey just spotted him there. First attempted gank as both of these top laners are level 6.
I don't even think it's a gank that he's really looking for here. It's a case of Shigenda needs to crash this wave so he can try and keep himself safe. The biggest problem that they're having is with Larson not having control over mid, it becomes very easy then for you to be able to take control over this top side with vision and make sure that you're always keeping pressure on Shigenda, because Shigenda wants to play far up in the lane but isn't really getting a chance to do so, and that's why he's starting to try and set up this vision. But ideally they would like to try and get some vision deep onto this side to allow these pushes from Shigenda to keep moving in.
I mean, Shigenda, very, very minor advantage in that top lane is the player that has at least received one gank there from Malrang, who's level 5, just behind Alyoya thanks to the assist that Alyoya's been able to pick up. And for Koi, a little bit of a nervous start. This composition really wanted to try generate leads. It's now potential for a 3v3 in the bottom lane. Gonna fizzle as Malrang's moved away, and Alyoya's got that Dragon's Rage, has level 6 already. Trimby is flashless as well as healless, so let's be a little bit cautious. If he finds the stun, if he finds that CC, there's another very easy kill being set up.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder though. Sometimes we see Annie in the support role running that inspiration tree so you can get access to that Hex Flash, but not actually doing so in this case means that he doesn't really have that big Hex Flash to try and go for it, but Niski's here.
Well, and Weaver's Wall will cut off the retreat. Flash used from Comp, steps forward, and Kazi picks up the second kill. While that's happening in the top lane, Shigenda forced to flash away, gets over the wall. Chasey cannot chase, and that means Chasey will win that out to Mad Lions. They get the second kill, and they get access to their first dragon.
Which is absolutely massive, because one of the big things for Koi is, hey, look, if we can get this early lead on bot side, fantastic. We can start to move around the map, set up vision, look for picks as we start to roll over towards the second, third objectives. But if Mad Lions have already started ticking away on these dragons, getting these kills on the bot side, especially for this area, it's going to be very difficult for Koi to come back into things.
I just really like the proactive play here. Niski shoves that wave in, teleports back to mid lane, and instantly combos up with Alyoya. Easy kill. Flashless Soraka, locked in place, can't do anything about it.
And this is why I haven't been so quick to just send Mad Lions down the river and say, hey, Mad, this isn't your split, you're looking terrible, what's going on? I think when they get back to comfort, this is what we expect from Mad Lions, right? Niski roaming, playing around that bot side, Alyoya looking great on some champions that he can have the early impacts. Now, Koi have started up this Rift Herald, but Mad Lions, after the reset, going to try and push them off.
In time, down to 1300. Hilly and Alyoya inside the pit. Trimby and Larson just over the wall. Is secured by Malrang, trying to pick up the eye. Whirling Death will put some damage down, and Malrang survives just with the skin of his teeth. And Koi will be able to pick up the objective and pick up their first kill onto Alyoya.
Big win, because Comp gets the kill as well, so gets all those extra stats. Niski now in trouble.
Oh, the Dragon's Rage stolen away! Beautifully set up and done by Larson.
I'd like to say it for Niski. I'm surprised that hit. That chain had a couple of extra links added to that one. But now Hilly in this top side wants to see if he can get on towards Shigenda.
Trying to find it. Chase, he's stepping forward. All out is on cooldown. Stun has connected onto Shigenda, who is flashless, down to 400 hit points and made it to his tower. The hammer will put some distance away, and for now at least he has survived. There's no other members of Mad Lions making their way up just yet. And as I say that, Alyoya is in the river. Shigenda's playing a little bit risky here, but Malrang is waiting in the wings.
Yeah, Malrang gonna stick around for a little bit here, just farm this wave up. Needed to make sure that Shigenda was gonna be safe, but Hilly, nice job trying to get the roam off. Just unfortunate that Chasey didn't have enough damage to finish that one up.
I mean, just like that, Koi are back into this game. They even out the gold. They got themselves the 2 kills. Just like you said, Comp was able to cash in. I'm not 100% certain how much gold he was able to secure. But that is exactly the champion you want to be ahead. He currently is 20 CS down in this bottom lane, thanks to the multiple ganks that have come from the Mad Lions. And now with the fact that Hilly's not there, they're going to apply this pressure. So for Koi, brought themselves back in. They've evened up that deficit. This is going to be a replay of that long-range kill.
I'm really curious what happened to the Sonic Wave there for Alyoya. I thought he'd be able to secure that with the auto back on onto the Rift Child, but didn't have it up and available. Malrang being able to escape off the wall was heartbreaking, just on a sliver of health, and just great Whirling Death from Comp to secure a kill for them. So now Chasey.
His next target once again. Here comes Alyoya. We'll follow up with that resonating strike, and there's just too much damage, too much mobility. And another kill secured by Alyoya. I want to take a quick second to talk about these junglers, because Alyoya, obviously the graphic is swapped, so just Alyoya is going to be on the blue side, not the red side. In terms of their impact this game, significantly more action and proactivity from Alyoya on that Lee Sin, but in terms of